Hello, friends. Welcome or welcome back to Eight Moon Phases. My name is Chivis, and today is the beginning of the year, January 1st. I want to start off by wishing everybody a happy new year. I hope that you guys had a great time these past holidays. I know that I haven't seen you guys in about a week since the last video, but I'm very, very excited to be back. I'm very, very excited to start this new year and see what it's holding for us. We are going to be talking about our goals. We're going to be talking about things that we got done last year. We're going to be talking about things that we would like to achieve this year. If you're interested, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and enable that notification bell. That way you guys will be notified every time that I upload a video. And if at any point throughout this video you like what you see, then obviously make sure that you hit that like button. Let's get started. So let's go ahead and start off by talking about this past year. In teacher manner, teacher language, we always start off with a positive. So I want to just name a few things that I was able to accomplish this past year. I teach ELA in the state of Texas. So we were able to reach our goal for our students, which was one of the highlights of my year. I had a great, great time. I did switch grade levels mid-school year. It was in 2024. However, it was within the 24-25 school year. So that was something challenging, but I've had a great time so far. I was teaching first grade and then I switched to fourth grade, which yeah, those of you that know school or teachers or know anybody in education know how challenging it can be to be able to switch through mid-year, but I've had a great time so far. I was also able to travel to a few places where I haven't been before. I love road trips, love driving, so being able to visit state parks that I hadn't in the past was fantastic. So another of the things that I was able to accomplish was finally posting videos or creating videos, content creation. It's something that I had been wanting to do for a long time. I've had a few videos that I recorded and I never posted. I had ideas. The main thing that I wanted to do was start like a podcast. I've had very interesting conversations with people. My friends and I always have very interesting conversations. So I think that was something that was very interesting. And, maybe in the future that'll be something that I'm able to do. But I was glad that I was able to do it with crafting and just creating and posting what I make. Moving on. A few things that I would want to accomplish this year. One of them would have to be continuing to grow my channel. Now that I've started, I think just being able to create consistently, post consistently. So consistency is going to be a big one throughout the whole year. I usually tend to do something and then I'll want to do something else, so I'll switch, and then I want to do something else, so I'll switch, and then I'll just kind of hop back and forth. And I want to be able to be consistent throughout the whole year with things that I do. However, I also want to make sure that I'm happy with it and not just doing it because I have to do it. So as far as crocheting, I would love to experiment with tapestry, crocheting, or just something new that I haven't tried before. I know that I haven't made any like shirts, like tops or dresses, and maybe that's something that I want to venture into. And not just crocheting, but as well as sewing. For sewing, mostly I've done quilts. I have done a few costumes here and there, like makeshift costumes that I've used once and then put away forever. So I do want to make wearable garments, if that's, if that's how I can put it. Wearable garments in crochet and sewing. So another one of those things is just growing in my crafts. I love crafting. I love making things. And more than anything, I love learning new things. So if it's crochet, if it's photography, if it's baking, if it's sewing, if it's now with my laser cutter and engraver, which is still in the box. Don't worry. I haven't done anything without you guys. So just being able to consistently work on projects throughout the year is a big one. Connected with that is being able to finish projects. Raise your hand. How many of us have a lot of whips in bags or boxes or just stashed away? Yes, guilty, 100%. So this year, I would like to be able to finish whips that I have already started and making sure that I finish projects that I start and not just like do it and then leave it aside and then start with something new. So I think that's going to be a big one as well for me, is just being able to complete projects that I've started, and just making sure that I don't hop from project to project to project. Another one would be starting an online store. I do sell things uh, either mostly in person. People that ask me for, custom orders, or people through Facebook or through Instagram. So creating an online shop, I think for me would be great. I do have one on Etsy. However, I have not posted consistently. So that is something that I want to make sure that I get started. And, the earlier in the year, the better. But as soon as I am able to get to that, then yeah, definitely something that I want to do. And another one would be organization. I've always struggled with organization. I lived in organized chaos. I know where things are. However, it does not look the neatest. So that's something that I do want to work on, and just making sure that I know that it feels a lot better when I have my things in order, even though I know where things are. Having to look through or having to move things to find something else is not the best. So keeping organization as far as my supplies, my materials, and just in general. And I think the final one for crafting related or craft related would be writing out patterns. I have a few that I've made, but I just have like jumbled notes for my personal use. So maybe creating a pattern and putting it out there, sharing it with people. I think that would be something very interesting that I would want to achieve this year. Moving on to not craft related. Like I mentioned earlier, I do love to take road trips. I love to drive. I love to travel. So this year, I would want to continue to visit a few other places that I haven't been to. I think more than anything, state parks or national parks. And maybe revisiting places that I haven't been to in a few years. I think that's something cool. I do have a few on my bucket list that I want to go to, so that would make me happy. And then, believe it or not, I run. I don't consider myself a runner, and I have a love-hate relationship with running. Usually, I will sign up for a race, and then as I'm training, I will question myself so many times and say, whose idea was this? Why am I doing this to myself? Why? But then at the end of the day, once I complete my race, or once I am able to accomplish that, obviously it feels great. So the most that I've done are 10Ks. I've done 5Ks, multiple of them. 10Ks, I've done a few, but I've been really, really, really wanting to sign up to do a half marathon. I know. Doubling the length, the distance. So I was supposed to have a 10K in November, and unfortunately, because of all the things that were happening, government wise, it got postponed. It was supposed to be November 15th. It got postponed to January 17th. And I had been consistently training, running and pacing myself before the November race. And then once it was announced that it got postponed, I kind of just didn't do it as intensely, I guess, the training. And obviously, these past few weeks, I haven't done it because Christmas and New Year's and eating and all that fun stuff. So I really, really, really have to get back to it ASAP. I have a few weeks left, and I just need to make sure that I'm able to at least finish finish the race. But I do want to sign up for a half marathon that is in March. Now, the registration has been open since last year. It is an annual thing. So I know it's there, and I know that I would just need to sign up for it, right? I really, really want to do it. I haven't jumped on that yet. But hopefully, as I see my progress for this January race, I'll make the decision if I want to do it or not. And I think overall, I just want to be a little bit healthier than I was last year. Not for intentions of like, oh, I want to lose weight, or I want to fit into my clothes, or I want to. It's just healthy overall. Drinking more water, resting more, eating the right things. I love junk food. Love junk food. That is my weakness. Chips, ice cream, chocolate, anything. So I'm gonna try to enjoy it. However, I know that my body does not need it all the time. So just paying attention more to my body and resting when I have to rest, drinking water, eating fruits and veggies, of course. And then just overall, like I said, no intentions of wanting to lose weight or, starving myself, or absolutely not. I just want to be a little bit healthier than I was this past year. Yeah, and then I think overall, I just want to this year I just want to be able to enjoy more on a day-to-day basis. I know sometimes we get caught up on stress and life and how am I supposed to do this, and I've done a pretty good job these past few years in trusting God. I know it's said very easily, and a lot of the times we just say, "Oh yeah, I trust God, Jesus take the wheel, whatever." But we end up wanting to take control even when we've asked God to guide us, right? So I've done a pretty good job. It hasn't been easy. It has not been easy at all. But I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable with it. I feel at peace, which I think is what has made it better for me. And yeah, I think that overall, I think it's going to be a great year. 2026 holds a lot of promises, holds a lot of hope, and I'm just hoping that I'm able to enjoy it with whatever I do have, and whatever I do get or don't get, right? Have you made any resolutions? Are there any goals that you want to meet? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from it. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.